Gary, look! A pirate treasure chest! Meow. Why, no, Gary, this isn't the bathtub. It's treasure! Look, doubloons! Don't drop them.
Is Steel Toe going to be dropping the doubloons in prison because he has been sentenced to 15 days? Yes, that is right. The Steel Toe Morning Show took its first loss. This is incredible. This is unheard of. We don't know what's happening. Well, actually, we know everything. But I think the one thing that we do know is that it's one person's fault. And that is, it's Gino's fucking fault. It's Gino's fucking fault. So how's it going, guys? You might have noticed, but I'm having a bit of fun today. I'm having a great day, not because of the verdict, but for other reasons. The 1st of October, it is a wonderful October 1st. And I've got, I am celebrating a little bit. So I've got some homemade prison hooch in honor of the verdict, I suppose. I've got a whole bottle over here. I put it in a vodka bottle, but it's fine. But we're having fun. We're having fun. I love October. It's the best month of the year. It's the Joshtober Festival. The weather feels great. And is the Kayla nude unit worth 1,000 now? I don't think so. It's like worth 15 days. But we're going to go through the events of last night. Now, if you remember yesterday, so this is kind of a follow-up. We'll mostly be talking about the toe and what happened, and then we'll go into some of the Ethan stuff if we have time. They also have this Anisa thing that I've been wanting to watch for a while. It's your birthday month? You too? Well, congratulations. Congratulations. But yesterday we were predicting that it was probably going to be like 30 days in prison for Aaron. Now, he got 15, but it's actually kind of 8. And it seems like he can serve it on weekends. So I don't know how this works out. Like, I guess like every weekend is worth 2 days or something. It doesn't make much sense to me. I guess it's lawyer math, but basically he's 4 weekends out. And we're going to go through the statements because we don't actually have a transcript or anything. So we have some of Sean's statements, we have some of Aaron's statements, and we have some of the puppet statements. And the puppet, I've always said, is we'll get to that when we get to it. But let me know how it's going for you in chat, and also like the stream. That's much appreciated. But I do want to just say before we get started, even the toe logs have to admit that Aaron was pulling off the best Mr. Magoo impression for the longest time. Or Mr. My Goo, I guess, because he licked the goo. But everybody's licking goo in that situation. Okay. He was doing nothing, and everyone was slipping over banana peels. But then he made one key mistake. He trusted Gino. Now, I understand, because I partially watched some of this video from Alyssa Clips, which I've already pre-liked her video. Look at that. It's so nice. And he said that he is breaking off ties and disavowing Gino, which means that Gino has been kicked off of, I guess, 110 comedy shows now? Is that what we're going to call it? But this is... I don't know what we were expecting. I thought it would be worse. It's not good. It's not a win for the toe. I mean, you can say it's a win for the toe if you want. It's Toever. I would say so, but let's see what Aaron says first. I think that makes sense. We'll see what Aaron said, then we'll see what the puppet said from inside the courtroom. All right, so let's. This is Aaron's from Alyssa's Clips channel, saying the Aaron E. Maholte sentencing, jail time, and the Kayla Rekieta revenge porn case. And like, some of the stuff is so fucking precious. Like, it is outrageous what they're doing. But like I said, we'll get to it when we get to it. Let's continue. Let's let me know if the audio and everything sounds good, chat.
Don't get mad at me. I know you guys.
And watch this at 1.25 speed because I know most of you can't stand these long toe segments, the big toe segments.
Get mad if I have a positive outlook or a smile on my face or I correct anything you say. Don't get weird on me. Don't you guys get psychotic, please? Because a lot of you got to learn to take it easy a little bit. I try to tell you, but you don't listen. There was a lot of shit. I was having a hard time keeping a straight face this morning because a lot of people were getting a lot of things wrong. I did have my sentencing hearing. It went better than I thought it was going to go.
Is this cope? I got to say, I think this is cope. Like, let's be real. If you think it's Cope, press 1. If you think it's not Cope, press 2. If you think it's another win for the toe, press 2, whatever. But anything less than 0 days in jail, or anything more, I suppose, than 0 days in jail, is an absolute L. It sounds like Aaron was in the mindset that he was going to go away for months, because he did fuck up. What he fucked up in doing is that he allowed Gino and Keanu to take the reins of his show, and then they decided to spend 30 minutes or an hour telling the truth about Kayla Rekieta, that she is a slag. She sent nitpicks as a married woman and got coomed inside by the toe. And apparently Gino does this whole bit for $3,000 for 30 minutes or something. That's apparently how much. I mean, I'll tell you that she's a slut for free. So I guess this is a problem for Aaron, because he could have just hired me for much cheaper than Gino, and it would have been much funnier too. But this is the mistake that he made, and this is the violation of his restraining order, because initially he was penalized with $50 for the Kayla nude picky to share it, and apparently it was just a nip slip. There was just a nip slip. You didn't even get to see the curtains. Like, what the fuck is this? And he gets $50 and I guess a suspended sentence. But the real reason he's getting the 15 days / actually 8 days is because he broke the violation. He violated his restraining order conditions by talking about her through his proxy, Gino, on his own show. Now, fortunately, it seems that there is a modicum of common sense in the Minnesota court system, because they did not accept Gino talking about Kayla again at their private at Stoney's. Sorry, I was thinking about something else. So if there is one piece of one shining light of reason in the Minnesota public court system, is they did not accept the second violation. Now, if the second violation happened, I was sure that Aaron was going away for at least 30 days or more. And that seems to be why he got this reduced sentence. But it seems very much that Aaron already had the loser mindset. He already thought he was going away for months. And so when he hears 8 days, that sounds great. It's like, what is the term called? Expectation management. This is a really good trick, actually. If you're going to be late for work, 30 minutes, tell your boss you're going to be late for an hour. And then when you show up at 30 minutes late, they're actually like, oh, that's not so bad. So it seems like his lawyer or the judge was implying that he was going to get 3 months, 6 months, a year. And then they're 8 days. He's like, oh my goodness, that's fantastic. So I think this is absolutely cope. But I guess it's not as bad as it could be 4 weekends, which seems pretty lax for anything. But I mean, I think anything more than $50. I mean, I think $50 is overpaid. I mean, it should be 25 per nip, right? And if you only saw one, it should only be 25. But that's just my opinion.
I haven't talked about it at all. I've been a very good boy, which was confirmed today.
Well, I mean, the word "good boy" is that's a little bit of a liberal use of the word "good boy" or the phrase "good boy." But I would say that he's the goodest boy in Minnesota. Okay, that's how I rank things. Now, the toe logs get very angry when I say this, that Aaron is a nicer boy than Nick. But I mean, Aaron's a bad dude. He did some bad things, but he's not a daughter doser. He never hit his kids, which is more than I can say for Nick.
Appreciative of that. There was that thing that came out yesterday that the judge agreed was total bullshit, which I'm very happy about. I think it was a last minute thing.
Yeah, one rare piece of one rare moment of clarity from the female judge with her gavel drawn. She decided that the last minute Hail Mary to try and get the toe, I guess, in prison forever or executed, I suppose, with that stupid thing that was just the offline show where Gino just goes off the rails because he does it every single time, apparently.
Because I was being a good boy for the last 3 months, and this was kind of a last minute thing.
If Aaron was being a good boy, press 1 or like the stream. If he was being a bad boy or just a regular toe boy, then put a 2 in chat. Good boys. I mean, he was just being a dude. That's the thing, is all of this is so benign. All of this garbage that happens in the Dabbleverse, it's also pointless. That's the strangest thing about all of this, is it's so meaningless, but it means so much to this big group of people for some reason. Anyway, I couldn't say it better. I couldn't say it's better. It's all so gay.
prosecutor, and you know, I get it. Look, it's her job to, you know, do her thing. So I'm not mad at her, but we kind of knew it was bullshit from Jump Street, so we weren't too worried about it. It was nice that they saw through that in the court. The other thing,
if you don't see her clit, you must acquit. That's pretty funny. But I know that you stole that from the puppet because I saw that clip as well.
I was watching today. I was watching some of the chat, and some people were just apoplectic. Some of the steel toe hate people were just apoplectic, like their life was going to be ruined if I wasn't like hauled away in cuffs today.
Here's a real question for the toe logs. Like, if there's any toe logs in chat, it's okay. This is a safe space for you. Okay, we're not going to boot you out here. This is a real question, and maybe this will get clipped, and then maybe you can answer in the comments, and I'll probably never read them. But like, what do you actually want to happen? Because the thing with lolcows is, and the reason that I like Kiwi Farms is that their #1 rule is don't touch the cow. If your entire life is about this guy Aaron, what happens if he goes to prison? There's no more fucking milk. What do you want to happen here? Like, you have to make him, if like, I'm talking from the toe logs here, okay? You have to make him suffer just enough, but you can't make him go away. Like, him going away for 4 weekends, that's 4 weekends worth of content that you're missing. So what do you actually want? Like, what happens if he goes away? Genuine question. What do these people actually want? Because I'm not sure, because that's why I don't interact with the people that I talk to. Now, sometimes they talk to me and I respond, but that's because I've got good manners, of course. I'm a very nice person, allegedly. You know, I find it kind of rude to leave messages unread or unresponded to. So I do talk to people from time to time, but I don't ever at people. I don't like message them. I don't try and like poke the bear. And I think that's the way it should be on the internet, right? But some people think differently. Like, I know that they're already planning. They're actually already planning to find ways to communicate with prisoners in the Kandiyohi County Jail and interview them via live stream to ask them questions about Aaron. This is how devoted they are to this cause. So I guess that kind of answers my question. If he went away forever, they would just find ways to go to the prison and interview people to see what's going, because they can't talk about anything fucking else.
I don't mean to. I could have spoiled it for you this morning, but
what do you want?
I figured I was just going to let you wait. I was never getting let away in cuffs today. Like, that was never going to happen. Like, even the judge said today, she laughed at the idea. She was like, I don't even do that for felonies. And so that was kind of the first thing I laughed at. The other thing that you guys were, the minority of you were going off about was like, oh yeah, it's going to be a felony. It's going to be, and I'm like, guys, it's a deal. Like, we do the guilty plea and then the felony's dismissed. Like, there was a gasp. There was I heard a few people go, huh? When they said, yeah, the felony's dismissed. And we're like, yeah, guys, that's the whole reason we did this.
I mean, this kind of, like, if this is true, because obviously everything Aaron says you have to take with a grain of salt. But if this is true, that people are actually gasping in the gallery, like, first of all, have some decorum. It's, oh my word, he doesn't get it. Yeah, of course. They pled out. They're so invested in this. It's like, it's crazy.
Like,
good night, Max.
I don't understand why people thought that. I don't know what bad advice they were listening to. Then there were a bunch of people, and I'm not going to bust these people's balls because I think they were a little closer to where I was thinking. They're like, you're going to go away for you're going to have to serve like 30 days or whatever. And that's kind of
what I thought. Like, I would say like 30 days minimum. I feel like anything under that is like, I don't know, a handstand is not really that significant. I actually kind of find like 8 days served like pretty funny, because it's like when you say 4 weekends, it's like nothing. And if you can choose the weekends, I mean, like, well, it's raining, I guess I go to prison this weekend. Like, it's like nothing. It's like fucking nothing. Now, it's still more than I think that he deserves, because like I said, I think the punishment should fit the crime.
What I was thinking. Like, I was going into today going, look, we fucked up on the violation. That's legit. I don't think the prosecutor liked the deal that we cut initially. So if they got the violation, they were going to do what they could with it.
The prosecutor was doing something strange, actually. I'm not sure if Aaron's going to mention this, but like, there was a really weird stipulation from what I've seen, and that was that they wanted to make Aaron not be able to drink. And I don't know, like, when I hear that, that's so specific, because is Aaron a drinker? I mean, apart from him talking about the Stodie's Ultimate Bloody Marys, like, I've never really seen him drink ever on his stream. I mean, I don't watch his show, so obviously I wouldn't. But like, there's no like clips of him being drunk or anything. So like, why would they ask for that? That seems like a very specific request. And I wonder if it's because they were trying to get a like a matching deal, matching set of cuffs for two boys in Minnesota. But we'll see if he mentions anything about that.
So I kind of thought at 30. I'll say this about my sentencing hearing. This judge, unbelievably fair. Like, I mean, by the book, like just...
All right, she's not going to fuck you, Aaron. Come on now.
It's unbelievable, like being a judge, how these people can just shut off biases and just do their job. It's one of the rarest jobs in the world. I really do think defense lawyers are heroes because I do believe...
Defense lawyers are good people. Prosecutors have no soul. Judges are usually just up their own ass. I don't know why he's sucking off the judge this hard. He's already got his result.
Even going through the system, I do believe
this could be some like Stockholm syndrome or something, because he's like, oh, it's just 8 days. Thank you, based judge. I don't know. This seems kind of funny to me. Like, she doesn't seem that good.
It's not designed for innocent until proven guilty. It's designed to break human beings. I think it really is designed to break human beings. I think there's an assumption of guilt from the beginning in our system in general. That's kind of how I feel going through it. But like, the one thing I'm impressed with is defense attorneys. They're incredible people. They really are like the last vanguard against violent violations of the Constitution. The other thing is judges, man. And I don't know, maybe there's some bad ones out there. I have no idea. But the way they're able to just...
How cute is this judge? Like, can we get like a fit check on this judge? Is she actually very attractive? Like, oh, this judge is the best judge. Like, I mean, maybe if she gave it, like, she just doubled the $50 fine, I'd be saying this sort of stuff. But this seems like a lot of judge praise.
See through and cut through bullshit and just deliver.
Is she?
I thought I was so impressed by that. So what happened today was, because of the one violation, the state of Minnesota wanted 45 days. And I was...
That seems pretty unreasonable. That's like one day for every year of how old these titties were.
It's like we thought it should be zero. We thought just stick to the agreement because I've been a good boy for 3 months.
Well, Aaron hasn't been a good boy, but I think that, like, realistically, the violation was pretty BS. If I was the judge in this situation, I would have said, like, you know what, fuck it, we'll up it to a $500 fine or a $1,000 fine, and never mention these parties again, sort of thing. I think that would be fair.
I thought they would just do, we were like, we'll make it 0, and they were like, make it 45. And what they ended up on was 8. Now, I understand not a lot of people go through the system, so I'm not going to get mad at you for getting shit wrong. It's okay. And I know you hate me, so you want it to be as bad as possible. When the sentence is 15 and you have 2 days...
I actually don't understand this. So I'm kind of curious.
Days served. I got credit for 2 days
so
served.
13.
You serve 10 of the 15.
What?
So sometimes...
Is this a fucking lawyer, Matt? Like, I thought I saw MLS in the chat before. Can you explain this bullshit? Like, if it's 15 and you have 2 days served, shouldn't that be 13 days remaining? For some reason, that becomes 8. Is it because every weekend is worth 2 or something? I don't understand that. I mean... Good for Aaron, I suppose, but like, somebody make this make sense.
About people who get like 4 years in jail, right? They get 4 years, they're out in 2. Like, oh, how the hell does that happen?
Well, for good behavior, right? Like that's why you get sentenced to like 10 years and you get out in 5. It's because of good behavior and everything. But like, for like 15 days, why is this so short to 8 days? Not that I'm complaining, I'm just curious.
Well, I'll get 15 sentenced, served 10, time served for 2. So it's going to be 8 days, which, look, I mean, if you just do it by the
math, get bonus days. How does that make sense? You get bonus fucking days, so like the 2 days served count for 4. 1 day served is worth 2 in the bush. Okay, but then like, surely if you serve 2 days, that's 4. Then it should still be 11 days. I don't get it. Like, none of this mess. Like, maybe I'm just an absolute brainlet. I'm sure my detractors are saying that. I don't get it. Like, again, I think anything more than 1 is ridiculous. But somebody make this make sense, please. Lawyers, please respond because this is bullshit, and I think you know it. I think the judge knows it. I think they're all just doing law and judging because they can't do fucking engineering and math.
The state of Minnesota wanted 45 days. We wanted 0. We got 8. You can't really look a gift horse in the mouth. And this is what I mean by I thought the judge just did a fantastic job, just did their job, called it right down the middle. Basically what the judge said.
Is it because it's a woman? Like, it's like, well, you know, you got 15 days, you did 2, let's call it 8. Is that why this happened? Because she's a female judge?
I'm going to honor the deal. You plead guilty to this. I'll dismiss the
13 days minus 5 toes equals 8 days. Okay. This is my headcanon now. Okay. We're just going to accept this as real.
Felony. Cool. Awesome. But because you had that violation, here's basically a week of time. What the deal called for was I was going to get a 364-day sentence stayed with 2 years probation. Up to.
This makes sense. Okay, this makes sense. A year stayed probation. That makes sense. The 15 days becoming 8 days doesn't make sense to me. I just want people to explain this one thing to me. Arak the Red with 5 saying Aaron will be fine in jail. He's a well-recognized prize fighter boxer after all, guys. Like, I mean, as much as as funny as the Aaron in jail dropping the soap beams are, realistically, he's going to county jail. He's not going to federal pound me in the ass prison. He'll probably be just fine. He'll probably have like his own solo cell or whatever. He'll be there overnight. It's probably going to be pretty lax. Realistically, this is the best he could have got. But I mean, I'm still going to make fun of him for it. Of course, I make fun of everybody. But it's certainly not as bad as it could have been, I suppose. But I'm not calling that a win for the toe. We'll just have to ask the chat. There's 300 people in chat. Why is there only 76 likes? Okay. I'll ask the chat. Is this a win for the toe? All right, MLS is in chat. I want to talk to him about those, actually. In just a second. Hold on a second. All right. Let's see what MLS is saying. MLS says, I wonder how the other prisoners are going to take to him only playing sleepaway camp. MLS, you got to answer the legal questions, okay? Here's the question. How can 15 days minus 2 for time served equal 8? That's the question, okay? That's what I'm asking you here for.
2 years probation, and that's at the discretion of probation. I'm so thankful for today. It's over. It's done with. It's full speed ahead. I'm so happy that this is finally over and we can put it all behind.
It's not over, though. That's the thing, is like they still have Melton's harassment restraining order. I said that's a Freudian slip. And also next. But I believe that's delayed until the end of October. But I guess like this is the end of Aaron having any sort of penalties for things. So that's true.
And hopefully you can. If you can't put it, like if I can put it behind me.
So I was right. Lawyers just don't know how to fucking count. Okay, so the problem solved. 10 minus 2 equals 8. Thank you. But the question is 15 minus 2 equals 8. Okay, where's 10 coming from? How could this keep happening? All right, I received a private message saying it's 1 day for each toe in someone else's backside in jail. Okay, that makes sense.
You watching this, you can't put it behind you as just a viewer. You really do need to have your brain checked for some parasocial problems because, look, I don't care if
this is actually true. I think, like, because one of the criticisms that I get is that, like, oh, I just hate Nick so much, and you know that's fair to say. I do talk about him quite a bit. I think it's very reasonable to dislike somebody that dosed their daughter, and also lied about being a cuckold and all of the other domestic violence stuff. But like, I talk about other stuff, right? But the people that are toe logs, this is the only thing they talk about. They talk about this every fucking single day. Like, I've never actually seen such a parasocial relationship ever before. And I don't get it. I don't get it because why is Aaron such a bad man? Nobody has ever been able to articulate this to me, besides the fact that, like, he does his own boring morning show. Like, people say, like, well, he has a restraining order against his wife and that she implied there was domestic violence. Okay, that's pretty bad. If it's true, I don't know this bitch. Maybe it's all true. Maybe he is a domestic violence person. I don't know. But like, quantifiably, he's still a very normal, boring guy. So I don't get it. I just don't get it. There's something about it. Maybe it's like, is it this? Maybe I just figured it out. Maybe I've figured this all out. You know how, like, if you're at a bar and there's like a 10 out of 10 like smoke show chick at the bar, and there's a like 6 out of 10 at the bar. They're both single, they're both by themselves. Most guys won't approach the 10 out of 10 because they're afraid of being rejected, and they just like, they kind of do the math in their head and they say they're not going to work it out, right? It's never gonna fucking happen. Although ironically, the 10 out of 10 of the bar usually never gets approached, so it's actually, she's usually very lonely, so she's more, anyway, doesn't matter. But then like you see the 6 out of 10 at the bar, and because she is a 6 out of 10, you're like, well, I've got a chance. Like, this is my move. I can do this. Is this what's happening? Is it that Aaron is so mediocre that like he appeals to that part of the brain where it's like, well, the people that are like watching the Steel Toe show, and it's like the A-logs of the Steel Toe show, they're like, well, saying, well, I could A-log this guy. I could cut this man down. It makes sense. He's just average enough to attack. But I don't get it. Like, is that what it is? He's a Minnesota 6 or something? I mean, something apparently is... I mean, he's had, like, what, 2 wives, and now he's got a girlfriend? So there's some sort of, like, appeal to this man. I don't understand it, but he keeps getting away with it. 6 out of 10 women are always bad women. 10 out of 10 are psychopaths. I mean, sometimes, not all the time. There's a couple of unicorns out there, I assume. His charisma is so low it's high. Maybe that's it.
If you get over it, but if you can't get over it, I need it to get through your head somehow. It's a you problem, not a me problem. I don't know what you should be thrilled. Like, you should be if you hate my guts, you should be thrilled. If you're,
this is kind of one thing though that I noticed is that, like, and by the way, this is a real photo, and this is a very funny photo, and you can't not laugh at this photo, even if you're Aaron. This is a very uncharitable photo, and it's so funny how it matches up with the Virgin Walk. But this is a real photo taken for him leaving the courtroom. And to be fair, anytime you're walking or going anywhere, it's very easy to get embarrassing photos of people. That's why we have the neck, worm spine photo when he was like trying to ogle Lady K or whatever. But I kind of lost my train of thought there. I just wanted to show the photo again, to be honest, if I was being honest with you. This is very funny. Obviously, Gino's been photoshopped because no Jewish man would have. Well, anyway, never mind. I've said too much already.
thinking 8 days is bad. Like, 8 days is crazy for this whole thing. Like, it's wild. It really is. It's mind-boggling. But you should be very thrilled about it. I don't understand why you wouldn't be. So the state wants 45. We wanted 0. We get 8.
I mean, I think the toe logs are actually celebrating. Like they're all like just posting 15 days. Let's fucking go. So I think they are celebrating. But whatever. 8 crazy nights. I was watching something just before, and there was like, I think it was like a short of a guy that was from prison. They literally asked him what should you do if you drop the soap in prison? Because Sean was having a bit of fun and asking Aaron if 8 days in prison is enough to convert to Islam, things like that. And anyway, there was somebody posted this big bubba, and he's like saying, here's what you do. Don't look at anyone else's junk and don't drop your soap. And if you do drop the soap, don't pick it up. Soap is cheap. So there you go. There's some actual practical advice. And if Aaron wants some practical advice on how to make prison hooch, I'm actually the man to ask, because I have this homemade prison hooch that I'm drinking right now, which is why I'm having so much fun, because I got to rack that finally.
Nobody's happy. Everybody's happy. I think the judge did perfect job. They said, look, you'd be getting your way, but you got the one violation. Boom. There you go. 8 days. So that's where we're at now.
All right. So apparently here's the real answer. So MLS says, being real for a moment, jail time is usually counted by days. So if you go into jail on Friday at noon and leave on Saturday at noon, that's counted as 2 days. Maybe that is the math problem. Well, I mean, that's kind of what it made sense to me. Like, because if it's like you have 15 minus 2, you have 13, that's basically 14. So what? 7, 8 weekends, we'll call it even. That's some pretty bullshit thing though, if you think about it. Like 24 hours is now worth 2 days. Okay. So that's the play, is you get loaded on Friday at Stoney's and $2 cans or $2.50 cans or whatever. Then you go to the county courthouse at 12 o'clock on a Friday, and you check out on 12 o'clock on a Saturday, and that's 2 days. So it seems like a pretty good deal, honestly.
And, I got to tell you, it feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. And again,
there's a very easy prison grape joke I could make here, but I'm going to abstain from it.
It wouldn't be nothing if I didn't do something stupid. I did something stupid. You pay a price for it. You move.
Yeah, $50.
On with your life. And again, if this is going to trigger you, if this reaction is going to upset you, again, I'm sorry. I can't be what you need me to be. I just have to be authentic. So there you go. Down and dirty. It was very nice that do
you think he's actually sorry, chat? He seems like I don't know. I think he's just sorry. I mean, I think he's just happy he's not getting more punishment. Realistically, I think this is more than he deserves, but I can't complain either. He did do a bad thing. Don't share nudie pickers with people. Here's a very simple tip, actually. You can't have your nudie pics shared if you're not in an open relationship. So just don't be a slut. Or don't whore out your wife for a younger piece of tail. Pretty fucking simple.
Second violation thing, the judge did throw that out. They said, I'm not considering that because I agree with Mr. Imholt, Mr. Peterson. That's got a lot of questions on that one. I did say today that I am out of the Gino Bisconti business. That is 1,000% accurate. Look,
suffer Gino. It's 110 comedy shows he's been kicked out of thus far.
Man, the dude's reckless. What can I say? Gino Bisconti's a
what is this? Can I share my own nudie pic? Is it still legal? No. I will put you in jail for more than 8 days if you share a nudie pic.
reckless guy. And you can't have reckless people like that in your orbit when you got crazy shit going on. I really do feel like the weight of the world, like there were so many different factions and thousands of people trying to shove you down into this box, like into this grave, and you popped out of it and you made it. And it's over with now. But like after you win, I always say we won the war. Now, after you win the war, that doesn't mean you just gloat and you go, oh, we won the war, blah, blah, whatever. These people are.
All right, Tiny Gray says, can we now quantify how much a Kayla nude unit is worth? Well, like people saying that he was being fined $1,000, but it seems like he's being fined the original $50. So it's still $50 plus 8 days in jail. Now, time is money, but Aaron's time is worthless. So I think we're going to just say $50 is $50. Which is still overpriced because it was only apparently a nipple slip.
Dumb, these viewers that, troll people are dumb. You can talk that kind of shit all day long, but you also have to look inside your own camp and you got to say, all right, who's with me and who's for themselves? And I did say in court today, I said, I will never again work with Gino Bisconti publicly or professionally. And that.
Sorry, there's something very funny about that. This is the funniest thing I think I've ever seen Aaron say. And this is a very funny pause too. Just like, Your Honor, I'm never going to talk to Gino again. And she's like, okay, 8 days. Holy shit. Is that a sticker? You got to drop some memberships if you want a sticker. We need a lot of memberships to unlock the next sticker because we had like so many memberships at one point. Because we had Brandon and ex-Kuma fighting with the donations. But so it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot to get this as a sticker. It is a funny one though. So if you're feeling generous, feel free. But I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, that's so fucking funny. Your Honor, I'm never going to speak to that damn dirty Gino Bisconti again. She's like, surprisingly base, Mr. Imholt. All right, we'll just give you 8 days. To Tango, welcome to new member status. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Is 1,000% true. I've even told Gino this. I've said, I can't work with you. I'm sorry. You're reckless. He says, he's like, oh, we're laughing about the disavow. No, I disavow the shit he says. I think he says wild, crazy, offensive shit. And I don't think he should. I think it's bad for him, quite frankly. But
well, fortunately, nobody's listening.
Yeah, when I said that I found, Gino's words about different things disgusting and everything. I do. I find them really, really gross. And I think for his own mental health, he should stop.
Never knew Aaron was so anti-Semitic. This is outrageous.
Think, he keeps saying, oh, you fuck around in that Dabbleverse, it eats at your soul, blah, blah, blah. And I think he's right. I agree with him. I think all these people have kind of, their souls have rotted out. Yours included, if you're into that. No offense. But I don't think he realizes that he's so neck deep in it, he can't pull himself out. And I think it's rotted his soul. Got to get up into that rarefied air.
Rare
$2 says, what's the story about you getting put on the Fender list? No. No, there's a lot of people who got a lot of things wrong. I think
this is the craziest thing. Like, he paid Gino $3,000. Like, I don't understand. Like, I literally don't understand how you could pay Gino $3,000 to call Kayla a slut. Now, of course, Aaron didn't know he would do that. Of course, we know that, right? But like, for flights to Minnesota, he's sleeping on your couch. I mean, I've been giving this away. This is the thing. I'm really mad. I feel like I've shortchanged myself. $3,000? Actually, this is the funniest piece of stand-up that Gino's ever done. Getting Aaron to go to jail for 8 days. I would do it for 2,500. Hey, look, we're gonna start bidding because I'd do that for I'd do it for cost. I would go to Stoney's and call Kayla a slut for free, just cover my flights. just for the meme. Like, I could go to Stoney's, I could meet up with Sean or something, I could fly down to Ohio. That'd be a lot of fun. Although I am kind of busy recently. I'm actually kind of booked up.
Because it was wishful thinking on their part. Like, some people just wanted certain things to be true. It didn't end up being that way.
It's not true.
Oh, well. Ups to you for taking accountability for your actions, brother. Some people are incapable of...
So that equals out to $375 per day in jail. How much does the toe actually make? Because, like, I know that he says that he makes 150 plus a show, and it's like 300 per day. So like 300 to 500 per day is what he's saying. Now, I can only verify that via Playboard, but I don't have Streamlabs, Venmo, PayPal, or any of that detail, which could be faked. Like, but if Aaron is unironically making $300 to $500 a day, working from home for like what amounts to be like 3 hours of work or something. I mean, I guess he's there for 6 hours, but like half the time is just like, well, never mind. Like, that's actually not bad money. That's pretty good. That's better than most people get. Like, that's better than most Americans. And he lives in Minnesota, for God's sake. It's not like he's living in LA. That's pretty good. Like, if you want to be honest for just a second and stop being silly, like $300 to $500 a day for just like saying stupid shit at the internet, that's pretty good.
Self-reflection and repentance, so be grateful. Yeah, people were mad that I referenced my newfound faith. They were mad about that. That's helped me a ton.
Well, which one is it?
So I was happy to profess that in front of a court, in front of people.
Surprisingly, well, that's if it's true. You can never really trust anyone on the internet by their word, unfortunately. I know that the toe logs have said that Aaron has been faking his numbers or he's been sending himself super chats, which doesn't make sense because, like, if you send yourself a super chat, you're taking a 30% or a 50% haircut based on what device you're using. Now, it's very simple to fake stuff using Streamlabs or PayPal or Venmo and even super tips. Now, I don't know why you would use super tips because it's actually more expensive than just using StreamYard. So it's a total scam product. But if we take Aaron at his word, and I know this is going to be crazy to anyone in the comments. They're just like, oh my goodness, you're going to take Aaron at his word. I'm just saying, if we do take him at his word, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, especially for Minnesota. That's $120 a year, according to Kayla, apparently. Yeah.
If you're, I'm going to try to give you some advice, even though you're not going to like it, and you're not going to take it. If you live in your life for somebody else, whether it's me or anyone else, you're going to have problems. You're going to wonder why everyone else is so happy and you're so fucking mad all the time. I don't know what to I mean, again, I don't care if you figure that out, but I hope you do, because
I mean, this is true, but like, while the toe logs are obsessed with Aaron, they do have other stuff. Let's not pretend, okay? Like, if Aaron goes to jail, I'm sure they just find somebody else. They'll probably move on to Mersh or something stupid like that. Who can say? MLS says, have some money. Thank you. This that'll pay for like another 10 batches of prison hooch. which I quite enjoy, actually. So this went dry. It's a good color. We got a good color on it. I got it in a Smirnoff bottle. It was just like, this is a pie mint. So it's half grape, half honey. It went completely dry, which means it's 13% alcohol. A little bit sharp on the taste, a little bit bitter, but that's fine. It's very young. It's only 4 weeks old. But thank you very much.
Sometimes I see some of you and I go, God, that would be a depressing way to live. Rummage Sale with a good question says, do you have to give up alcohol? Oh, that's another thing.
Now, okay, here we get to the alcohol point. And I don't know, I'm going to just say it. I think that the alcohol requirement was requested by the Rekieta camp. I think there's no other way this makes sense, that the prosecutor just asked for Aaron to not drink. And there's a lingering question in my mind, because I did see that Mersh was talking with people in Melton's camp, and they were sending him a private DM message. And it's like, they said, don't read this on stream, but read this right now. And then they said it was very funny. So they were sharing some sort of information about the day's events. And either it was Aaron's going to get time or Aaron's not going to be able to drink, which seems like they're telling tales out of school, which I believe would be a violation of their the court orders. I mean, there's no way to prove it, and they're never going to take any penalties for it. So I guess they can get away with it. But that seems pretty BS to me, honestly, if they are doing that. They're just sharing this like private information for shits and giggles. It'd be very funny if Discord just decided to have a big leak day or something and they expose them all, but it's never going to happen. So it's neither here nor there.
They did ask, and I thought this was really weird because it's not an alcohol or chemical offense. They said, the state said, well, we want him to not be able to drink because sometimes he has a beer on his show. And I'm like, how fucking often are you watching the toe? I probably have a beer once every 20, 30 shows. So like, how much toe is the state of Minnesota consuming? But the judge she passed. She didn't even like address that one. She just
I don't know. Like, this is my conspiracy theory. Is I think that Nick requested that, and I know that sounds crazy, but that's what I believe.
It was kind of like that second violation. She's like, no, that's not a thing. Sorry. I can't say enough how great that judge is. She was like, I couldn't get a read on her for this whole last.
Aren't there FOIA requests against to Discord? No. No. If you wanted to get information from Discord, you would have to wait for the inevitable Discord leak, which will happen. So don't say anything you don't want exposed in public on Discord. But you could subpoena Discord if they were part of a lawsuit. So that could happen. So for example, I guess Aaron could allege that Nick was having some sort of criminal conspiracy or tortious interference against him, and they could subpoena Discord as part of this, as part of discovery. Now, would it go through? Maybe, maybe not. But no, not a freedom of information request. That's exclusively for the government, I believe. And yeah.
Year, I couldn't get a read on what she was thinking, feeling, doing anything.
Be right back, deleting Discord. Doesn't matter. Like, if you delete anything on the internet, it's still there. Discord saves everything, I believe, for 7 years. I think is their required reporting. I think maybe every social media company has a similar deal. So, I mean, the long and short of it is just don't post anything you don't want to be seen by other people and assume that nothing is private. And then you'll have a perfectly fine time online. That's how I live my life.
And then when she came down with a sentence, it was like the most fair thing you could come up with. I thought she's a pro, man. She's a real pro. Kids, let me give you this piece of advice. Keep your nose clean. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble with the law.
Guy who A-logs toe doesn't get why people A-log toe. I can't get any benefit, can I? No matter what I say. Because if I say anything about the situation, I have all the people saying that I'm the biggest cheerleader for Aaron or some shit. I say that Aaron's HRO is going to get thrown out, and they say that I'm sweeping for the toe. I make fun of people if they do something stupid. Aaron did some stupid shit. I don't know. You can't make people happy. People are too invested in their fucking internet picket lines or whatever. You can call me whatever you want. I think Aaron's a goober, and I think he made a lot of mistakes, but I think he's better than a few other people in Minnesota. That's my position.
Obey the law. Still the best country in the world for all its faults and its foibles and everything else. It's still the best country out there. Keep your nose clean. Stay out of the system. Stay away from the system.
This is kind of
because again, like anything else, it has its faults and it has its foibles. But if you keep yourself out of it, then you can't put yourself in a position for something bad to happen to you. Okay, so take it from me. Keep your nose clean. Don't make excuses. When you fuck up, you stand up there. You take your sentence like a man. That's what you do. $2 from Gray Duckling says, sorry, slap my ass out. Yeah, don't make excuses, anything like that. You did what you did. You serve your sentence and you move on. That's life. Nice podcast. Stupid with $2 says, today was a W for the toe. Here's $2 from the comment.
I mean, it's not a W. Come on now. It is funny to, like, we do say another win for the toe, but we say it ironically. And I think that the toe laws can't understand that. But no, anything more than $50 is an L for the toe. But I mean, I guess it could have been better than it would have been. So yeah, go ahead, I guess. Don't do polykills. Like, this is the actual just answer. Just don't do it. There's just no reason to do so. You're upset that you didn't get enough pussy in high school? Just deal with it. Grow up.
Commissary. I can't say that having to go to jail anywhere from 1 to 8 different times is necessarily a W for the toe. It could have gone a lot worse. Let's call it a draw. All right, let's call it a draw for the toe. The felony's out of there, which is fantastic news.
I mean, it is good that the felony's gone, but I didn't think that was going to be on the table anyway. But yeah, sure. He's not a felon. I guess technically Nick isn't a felon either, provided he keeps his nose clean for the next 5 years.
8 days.
What's the toes predation? I think the toes predation is like 2 years or something, or is it 1 year?
It's like when I say it should have been 0, I'm obviously coming at it from my angle. So
I mean, I think it should have been 0 too, but I'm just basing this on the quality of the titties and not very high. Anyway, I was going to go into what potentially criminal Sean said about this, but he's got a cute doggo. That's the only reason I'm really watching this. But let's I found this before the stream. We have some reports from the puppet, Tukey. And you may recognize this person as the only funny person in the entire fucking Dabbleverse. But this puppet guy, I think he's got questionable taste in friends, but, it's an interesting bit. I like it. I'm going to say it. I like it. Okay. So he was actually in Minnesota and he has some on the ground reports. And some of these are very rich, but I thought we might check it out. He did like a 40-minute thing, but this has been cut down to about 7 minutes. We'll check this out.
Yeah, and then, the show kind of started right away.
Sorry, that was
yeah, and then, the show kind of started right away. And one of the first things was Kayla gave her victim impact statement. And you would have thought this woman had been raped.
This is kind of funny that they're admitting that, like, this is a little bit over the top, and this always happens. And you can't hate the play. You got to hate the game here because, like even in Aaron's case, when he's like, I'm afraid of Nick Rekieta. Do you believe that Aaron is afraid of Nick Rekieta? No, he isn't. So when Kayla goes in to give her victim impact statement, of course she's going to say, like, this was the most traumatic experience I ever had. I had to take the toe raw. I can't believe it. Willingly. Oh, my goodness. We sat in a hot tub together. I can't get up. Like, come on now. Just stop. Just stop.
Multiple times. By Aaron and Hope. But listen, I get it.
In retrospect, she may have felt like she was.
Well, that is what I think.
What is that? What does that pick? Sex with Aaron became less than consensual. Oh, no. Nick, how could you let this happen?
She was trying to convey that Aaron will not stop his devious ways.
So, no, there is no transcripts yet. There will be transcripts eventually, but by the time the transcripts come out, probably nobody's going to give a shit about this. So the puppet is the best that we got.
Joking, he's goofing on the situation.
I can't imagine knowing that Gino's seen my tits.
Okay.
That's the worst.
That's maybe he only saw a partial tit. This is a bit of information I had no idea about.
So this is the big spoiler.
One, the state never produced the photo.
Well, that's unfortunate. He didn't get to see the nip slip. I thought this would be like a full frontal like situation because Gino was describing like the Citizen Kane titties with the rosebud or whatever, tattoos. Apparently it was just like a slight nip slip. 8 days for a fucking nip slip? Come on now. I've had nip slips on stream. The chat didn't go to jail. This is ridiculous.
In question. And from Aaron's lawyer's description of the photo, it is a photo of a slightly exposed left nipple.
So we'll just clear this up, though, to be accurate, to be factually accurate. 8 days for sharing a nude, and Destiny guy isn't going to get in time for showing vids. That's weird. So technically, Aaron got $50 for sharing the nude. That's what he got $50 for. He got 8 days in jail for violating his restraining order and defying the court's wishes by having Gino Bisconti and Keanu on his show. That's the real reason. Like, they already decided that the Kayla nip slip is worth $50, which I think is, 5 to 10 times too overpriced, based on the going rate and the age of these nips in question, regardless of how much work she's had done. Surprisingly, the more work you get done that doesn't actually increase the value, it actually decreases the value. But that's the kind of distinction, is that Aaron got $50 for the nip slip, and then 8 days for trusting Gino. So a Kayla nude unit is still worth only $50. That's true. Yes, this is the most important detail. Okay, it's a stable currency, the KNU.
So that is one super tit. Hacka. Can you imagine? I thought she was like spread eagle with a Genoa salami, like being shoved into her cooter.
How much is that in yen? About 8,000 yen, I suppose.
I thought,
no.
Sir, I always thought the ruling with revenge porn was if you don't see clit, you must acquit.
Now, this is very funny. And that's why I had to chastise the chatter earlier, because I knew I heard that comment somewhere before, because that is very, very funny. And I really wish that Aaron had the balls to say this in court.
Yes, if you don't see clit, you must acquit. That's very good.
I think Aaron's
Very clever.
Innocent.
But I was always led to believe.
This is true. Like, this is kind of the irony, is that Ethan Ralph was doing his victory lap, which is fair enough. I mean, all's fair in love, war, and live streaming. And he was doing like the crab dance, which is just so fucking catchy. So I did see Ethan Ralph doing the truffle shuffle today, saying Aaron's going to jail. Dun, 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 dun. Very funny, very funny. But I mean, it is true. Like, Ethan Ralph did share full revenge pornography of him dipping his thumb into the mud pit of his 18-year-old I guess baby mama. And apparently he has a new baby mama. I don't know about this though. Like, he had a Mexican mamacita before, but now he's got like some other deranged woman. So congratulations to him. Like, maybe demon baby number 3 is on the way. So good for Ralph. I think it was his birthday recently too. So say happy birthday, Ralph.
But I always had the impression that this was a much more risque picture than she got off a water slide and her bikini moved to the left a little bit. Now, listen, I'm not downplaying.
Well, sir, Gino sent me the picture if you want to see it.
Oh, yes, that's fine. Send it to me now.
All right, I'll send it right now.
Again, I'm a biased party. Everyone thinks just because I think Aaron's a doofus or a Dorcas Malorcus, as they would say in Greek, that I automatically am in love with the Rekietas. No.
So I can find some common ground here. Because, I mean, I also think that Aaron is a doofus. I think that's a pretty reasonable statement to make. But the thing is, I get so much criticism from these Dabbleverse people. And they're just like, oh, you love Aaron so fucking much. And it's like, no, I don't. It's just that I think that compared to the person that I'm more interested in, who I think is a much more interesting person, who did much worse things. Like, as far as I know, Aaron never dosed his daughter or hit his kids. So congratulations to him for that. But I get what the puppet's saying here. This kind of resonates. It's like, there but for the grace of God go I.
But, I'd rather say hi to Nick than
me. I'm a Dorcas. I mean, that's true, though. I literally am.
Say hi to Aaron.
This is where I get confused, though, because maybe this is a disconnect of point of views, right? Because, like, they think that Aaron is the worst person in the world, but he never fucking hit his kids, as far as we know.
But I have to admit, it doesn't sound like. Again, I mean, I have a little sister. I'm sure if someone did the same to her, I would want him dead, dead, dead. But I don't know, man. This seems like a lot. Oh,
isn't this crazy that the puppet is like the most reasonable person in this fucking live stream sphere? He's just like 8 days seems like a lot for a fucking nip slip. Yeah, it does. But I mean, Aaron, man, bad. I mean, now that Aaron has been sentenced to 8 days in jail, Nick Rekieta is now uncuckolded. He has 100,000 live streams back. It's all been fixed. Congratulations. Flat broke Gino. That's not true. He has at least $3,000. There was a Gino in my chat last night. I don't think it was the real one because you never see the real people. There's always like fake accounts. But he did give $2, which is kind of a Gino thing to do. Not that I know anything about Gino, but like, oh my goodness, $5. What do you need for $2 for? Oh, $1. Here you go. Okay.
But again, I don't know what the picture was, but the description was a slightly exposed left nipple.
That's not the description
That's the worst one. It's not even the right one. Jesus.
we got from Gino.
What did Gino say?
You've never heard Gino talk about it?
Well, I know he was impressed when he got it, and now he calls her a slut and a pig and a whore.
Well, she did fuck a man that wasn't her wife.
Or, all that shit.
Disgusting slob.
Right. But at first he was like, oh, I might be a tattoo guy again.
Well, he is married to Keanu.
Or something. I can't do it. There's too many voices. I can't do Gino anymore.
No, he's been pretty descriptive on how disgusting she is.
Mm-hmm.
He
I
continues.
mean, you could find more provocative pictures if you go on Google and type Keanu C. Thompson nude.
Stop it, you idiot!
No, Keanu's asshole.
Type in Rod Stewart.
Stort.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to
Stewart.
need more prison hooch. for this.
So that was interesting.
Rod Stewart.
That this was all based on a photo.
We saw his face. Yes, there's
that-
no professionalism here.
The-
It's about professionalism in A-logging puppet spheres. We saw his face. It's all over the suspension of disbelief is destroyed. God damn it, you puppet.
Bork didn't see? I don't know. Maybe I got this wrong. Maybe I should shut up.
Expose at last. No, he was like playing fucking bingo.
yeah,
in
and
Vegas.
then-
All right, that's the first clip. That was the longest one. There's a much shorter ones. All right, so there's a whole fucking 40 minutes. If you want to go see it, go to Tuki Soup, I guess. I think that's his channel name. His puppet name is Tuki. I mean, his super tips is right here. But I did want to watch the whole thing, so I just picked the best clips that I found that was on the farms. I'm not sure what these are, but they should be in order.
So she reads her impact statement. She
All right, so
says
it's
that she
Kayla
once
Rekieta
considered
read
Aaron
impact.
a friend, but then he just turned into a monster who manipulated her. And
This is such bullshit. Oh my goodness. Aaron is manipulating me. When my husband and I decided to open our marriage and invite these couples over to our house to sit in our fucking hot tub, and I was like, okay, my husband, go fuck this other younger woman, and I'll fuck this dude. I had no control. He just came over. Oh, he came over, all right. Oh my gosh. Aspen Formula 2 says, we need more soap. What's your dragon? Oh, you need more soap. What's your Dragon Treasures code? Okay. The Dragon's Treasure. Sponsored by the dragonstreasure.com. Use code COPE, COPE, to get 10% off the Dragon's Treasure, a haven for anime and tea lovers. They have soap and coffee, not made out. Never mind. I don't know what their soap's made out of, but it's not made out of what I was going to say, which is a very naughty joke. Okay, so you'll just have to use your imagination for that. Use code COPE on dragonstreasure.com.
basically only cares about his show. He didn't take the $50 fine seriously, she said.
I mean, do you take a $50 fine seriously? Like, let's say you share someone's titties and you get paid, or you have to pay $50. That's not a serious thing. That's funny. That's why the Kayla nude unit became a meme. It is fucking funny. It's an embarrassment. And that's the embarrassment that the family has to live with ever, because they decided that it was a great idea to open up their relationship to a couple of nobodies in Minnesota because they were bored of looking at fucking snow and Scandinavian prudes. You get what you fucking deserve.
He said he called the $50 fine another win for the toe. So
I mean, let's be honest though. This is a win for the toe. Paying $50 to felt another man is very funny. That is a win for the, like, that's unironically a win for the toe, and I don't care what anyone else says. Now, the 15 J's or the 8 days in jail, that's not a win for the toe. But the $50, yeah, of course. $50 is $50.
So that phrase was used in court, not by Aaron, which is fantastic.
All right, that's the first clip. Just 35 seconds. All right, next one.
And he tries to make himself a victim. Kayla claimed that Aaron knows what he's doing, and he tries to make himself a victim.
Yeah, of course he does. Everyone tries to make themselves look sympathetic. Like, this is the crazy thing, is like, imagine that you're in court. You would do every fucking thing to make yourself get away with it, right? You would cry, you would plead, you would beg, you would wear the cute little sweaters. You would, I didn't know what I was doing. I was blinded by the stream lights, and the audience was saving me so much money. Of course you're going to say. Like I said, like, there's no way Aaron is afraid of Nick. Okay, he just says that because he wants to get the restraining order to stick. It's pretty basic. I mean, if I was in court, I would say exactly this. I would say fucking anything to get out of a penalty, because the penalties in court are real. Okay, on the internet you can say whatever shit you want, but in court it's real. So do anything you can do to win, in my opinion. And that's just the way it is. And again, it's like one of those things where you don't hate the player, you hate the game. But anyway, let's continue.
Which was very adamant in Aaron's statement. Aaron's whole statement was about how he's sorry to Kayla because
do you think Aaron is actually sorry to Kayla? No, of course not. Like, come on now. Now he has to be sorry for the court, of course. So I'm so sorry. Look, so sorry. No, he doesn't give a shit. Like, I really don't think so. I mean, he did have his statement saying that he's like still in love with Kayla. I think that's bullshit. But, you know, to try and get sympathy, I don't think he's sorry. Like, it's all theater. Exactly. It's all theater. But you have to play the part, okay? You have to go up there and do the cuck dance if you don't want to go to prison for like fucking a year. And it's understandable.
I've been bullied on the internet and had my sexual images shared without my consent.
To be fair, this did happen. They did share a topless pic of Aaron. Now, is that the same as... it's not tantamount to sharing a topless pic of a woman, obviously. It's different, men and women. But this is true. Now, does this make Aaron a hypocrite? Perhaps. Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, unironically, they did literally share a topless pic of Aaron in a bed, naked, trying to be cute or whatever. Like, feeling cute might delete later. This did happen in front of an entire fucking audience in Vegas. Okay. So the idea that Aaron isn't also receiving the same treatment is not true.
But I looked to Jesus. Jesus Christ saved me. I looked into the light. Ah!
Since it was in Minnesota, if Aaron had prayed to Muhammad, he might have got a better result. That's my only criticism of his strategy.
She also claims that she has panic attacks anytime she even thinks about St. Cloud.
Oh my goodness. They fucking fuck off. Oh my goodness. The panic attacks. Every time I go to St. Cloud, I'm just thinking I got to drop into Stonies for their $2 cans. And I get a... No, you're not. Bitch, fuck off. Fuck off. That's such bullshit. But I mean, they got to say it. They got to say it, of course.
Yeah, she said that she gets panic attacks when she even thinks about St. Cloud.
Stonies in Rockville, Minnesota.
And it sucks because her kids really love to go to two places in St. Cloud.
Is it one of them Stonies? Actually, I guess Stonies is in Rockville, not St. Cloud. Which was one of the places? Is it Gay 90s? I don't know. Apparently it's pretty fun there. But this is such bullshit. Like, fuck off. Fuck off. Like, oh my goodness. I get panic attacks. Why? Because you called Aaron to come to your house and coom inside you? And you're just worried if you go to St. Cloud, you're going to just call up the number 009 double toe. What do you mean? What do you mean you get panic attacks? This is absolute bullshit. Fuck off.
And while she toughs it out and she
She's
goes,
toughing it out. Oh my
she
goodness.
immediately has physical reactions to just being in the same city.
Physical reactions? What, like the microchimerism? Which is a real thing. Look it up, apparently. Microchimerism, Dr. Murdoch. Microchimerism. Is it like that? Does the toe have like magnetic coom or something? And it's just like embedded in her womb? Because Nick cared so little for his wife that he let this random stranger that had a radio show go bareback on his wife. And now she has a physical reaction for the microchimerism. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The toe shakes, it's tough. How could she? The toe-gasms? Oh no. Like, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's so funny is that, like, because those of us who make fun of Nick, okay, those of us that are more interested in the Baldoverse Feltonings, right? We say that Nick is a cuck, but we also say that Aaron is a cuck. But on the Devilverse side, the Tolog side, they say that Aaron is a cuck and Nick was just a regular dude. Oh my goodness, he stole his wife. That's all I want. That's the one thing I want from the Tologs and the Devilverse is for them to say they are both cucks. That's all I want, okay? Just say that Nick was a cuckold and that Aaron was a cuckold. Aaron licked the goo, Nick licked the goo. They're both gay. That's all we want. That's all we fucking want here.
As Aaron Imholt.
Jeez.
Which again, you know, I mean, I get it. You're trying to.
I mean, I know we don't want to victim blame, but come on.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, victims sometimes. Whenever.
Yeah, I mean, I get. Yeah. Yeah, never mind.
He deserves something. Like he did a bad thing,
I feel like the puppet
Clearly.
wants to call Nick a cuck.
but I think
You
she's
just need a little
laughing
push.
at him.
Mm-hmm. She said the show is a catalyst to bully, and he did it to both his wives.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The Toe show is a bully show? Oh, heavens to Betsy. Heavens to Betsy. Now, maybe it is. I don't know. I'd have to watch the Toe show to actually know that. But, like, imagine the audacity. The audacity of this bitch. The Toe show is a bully show. Meanwhile, her husband is watching 4 hours of Kurt's cooking. Oh my. The Toe show. They made references to my fat fucking pussy. Anyway, let's check in with Kurt's casseroles for another 5 hours. I mean, I guess the only thing we can say is that Nick doesn't even stream anymore. Oh no, the bullying show. Like, fuck off. Close your fucking eyes. Like, what are you talking about? Bullying ain't fucking real. like for real. Like, this is a meme, but it's true. Just don't watch. And the funny thing is, they're actually going to mention this in a moment, I believe. One of the clips, Todd Peterson, Aaron's lawyer, actually mentioned this. Like, if you don't like what he's saying, just don't watch the show. Really good advice. Like, how the fuck is cyberbullying real? Just close your fucking eyes. Turn off the screens. Go outside. Anyway, that's my opinion.
He bullied both of his wives and her. She said Aaron thinks $50 fine is a fair price for her dignity.
No, it's overpriced. It's overpriced. Okay. Do you know what the going rate for OnlyFans chicks is? Like, Kayla should be proud that she got $50. That's actually over, like, the market price. Like, holy shit. All right, what's this one? 11-second clip.
And the Rekieta, oh, I forgot to read this, and I don't know if anyone said this. She also claimed that the Rekietas don't feel safe in their own town anymore and may move.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They don't feel safe. Oh, why? Because the toe's going to show up with his big fucking toe and, like, what? Stick it up your ass? You think Aaron's... Oh, no, he's got a big boxy man. He's going to show up. Be a real nice house you have here. Be ashamed of something. Like, what the fuck do you mean? No, it's because you don't feel safe in your own house or your own county because you're a laughing fucking stock. You go to church, everyone's making fun of you for being a cuck. You go out to drive, the cops pull you over and tell you, hey, have you registered your car yet? Have you got your license renewed? No, you haven't. Oh my goodness. But like Nick should be happy though. Like real. He hates living in Minnesota. He wants to move to Texas. All right, what is this one? 50 seconds.
Yeah, also she said Todd Peterson, who is Aaron's lawyer, basically told the court in a statement for her to shut her eyes because Aaron cannot shut her mouth.
I mean, to be fair, I was praising Todd Peterson a second ago, but if we're being real about this, Aaron should have got rid of Todd Peterson a long time ago. The new guy, Johnson, he's much better. He should have just had Johnson from the start. If he had that, then this wouldn't even be anything. He probably would have got a $25 rebate from the government. But this is true. I believe this. Like, how the fuck are you complaining about someone just talking shit on the internet? Like, you used to talk about freedom of speech, and now freedom of speech ends where your feelings begin. Okay.
Or shut his mouth. I fucked that up.
What?
So, at one point, I think Kayla like contacted the court and was like, "Hey, he's still like violating the thing, you know, the agreement."
Mhm.
And Aaron's lawyer wrote a response to the court that was like, "This isn't what he said, but I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was along the lines of, if she doesn't like it, tell her to stop watching."
I mean, that's basically like, this is a very fair interpretation. That's essentially what he said. But like, how can you argue with that? Like, that's true. Just stop watching, okay? Go back to DS9.
Oh,
It literally,
But I mean, Kayla isn't watching the Steel Toe Show. Of course, it's Nick that's watching the Steel Toe Show.
yeah, it wasn't that blunt, but it was
Mhm.
pretty fucking close.
That was really funny, by the way. And I agree with it. I think that's the last one. All right, so we have this article from News 15. Will Heron, ostracized from the terrestrial radio, I guess, as opposed to satellite radio. Pretend morning DJ Aaron E. Maholte gets 15 days in jail for disseminating revenge porn. Tells court behind tears, all praise be to Jesus Christ. Okay, come on now, Aaron. Like, okay. I mean, good for. I don't believe that he's come to Christ because of a nudie pic thing, but all right, whatever. I mean, it plays good in the media. The main God. I mean, he's my main. Yeah, I mean, he is the one true God. But okay, have mercy on my soul. Now, first of all, we're not going to go through this whole article. I know that like some people don't like Will Heron. I think Will Heron is all right. I know he's very contentious. Contentious is the word. I've had very friendly interactions with Will, but I will say that to Will's credit, this is such a funny photo, and it is so rude to include it. Like, there are so many pictures of Aaron, and he chooses literally the worst picture. This is so petty. I love it. Okay. I can't help but laugh. Like, Will, come on now, you rat. The Virgin Walk. I'm just dying when I see this. I don't know if Will took this himself, but it's very funny. Now, again, and it doesn't matter. I'm not going to read the whole article. You can read it on your own time. But there's one thing in here that is so fucking precious that I had to point out. Okay, there's one thing here. So. Oh, dear. Sorry, I'm having a bit of fun today. I'm going to mute this. Is autoplay? Come on now. All right. So News 15, a.k.a. Will, spoke with the victim's husband, Nick Rekieta, after the sentence. We are thankful for the diligent work of the county attorney and their fair judgment from this court. Hopefully this stops his routine abuse of women, he said. This is such... like, this quote is so funny. Like, come on now. The daughter doser in chief, the man that hit his daughter because she was too noisy during a live stream, that volunteered his own story about choke slamming his son at a chiropractor's office. Oh my goodness. Hopefully the abuse of the women ends. Like, for Nick's part, this is a very funny statement. So good for Nick. You know, he accomplished what he wanted, which is whenever someone searches for Aaron's name, they're going to come up with this. But this is so fucking precious. Oh my goodness. Finally, the abuse of when I asked Aaron to come and my wife. It's over now. Finally. Oh dear. No, I don't think that Nick was dealing drugs. That's some cope, I think. Like, he was just sniffing that all up. Okay, he had a lot. That's because he had a big appetite. There's kind of a funny other thing down here, which is News 15 reached out to Aaron Imolte through X as normal communications had gone, but Imolte had blocked our journalists. So this is a very funny thing by Will. Basically, he's saying like, "Oh, well, I would have talked to Aaron, but he blocked me." So very funny by Will. You gotta give him credit for this profile, this picture. It's very funny. It's so petty. I kind of appreciate how petty it is. Like, to be honest with you, because it's all such bullshit. It all doesn't matter. Anyway, let's see what Sean had to say about this, because he's an actual lawyer. Like, people like they get mad at me because they think that I'm pretending to be a lawyer. I'm not, or they get confused with legal mindset which is not the case. But let's see, Sean. He's got a cute doggo. I'm going to like Alyssa's video because I always like Alyssa's videos. I hope you like the stream as well. Let's see what Sean has to say.
Joey the White says, "Is Aaron getting jail time now?" Yeah. Joey the White says, "Is Aaron getting jail time now?" Yeah, it sounds like he's got like 15 days, but based on how it's going to be served, he's only going to have to do like 8 days, and that's over the course of 4 weekends, I guess. And they're not going to be consecutive weekends; they're going to be like alternating weekends. So,
hold on. Lucky Lime says, "Become a lawyer." Why would I take a pay cut? That's the real question.
I mean, that's a pretty nice way of doing it. That's pretty good. I mean, it's still a loss for the toe. But you know what? Aaron will have time to convert to Islam 2 days at a time in installments.
They're very funny by Sean, by the way.
Hopefully, Aaron's out there. He needs to start watching those convict cooking videos so he can make a spread while he's in there.
Hey, look, if Aaron needs any tips on how to make his prison hooch, I've gone through this whole bottle during this stream. It's very good. It's very easy. And yeah, just hit me up. I'll give him the tips on how to do it. Okay. It'll be better than Cobra JFS's mead.
So that'll be great. I mean, he's coping hard. I mean, shit. You'd be too if you lost, you were going to jail like that. Of course you would.
All right. I'll address. Hold on. Never mind. Sam H with a 2 says, check out Steel Toe Begging Show Reddit for more info. Is that the new one? I don't use Reddit because I'm not a faggot. But yeah, I mean, if you want to check out the Steel Toe stuff, go there.
Anybody would be. Don't talk to Gino. Sounds like a good idea. Is Aaron going to practice boxing in prison? Well,
he's going to get some box in prison, I think.
There's going to be some box, but it's going to be more like his bussy. Like boxing.
All right, no, to be fair, I did watch this stream by Sean, so I may be remembering one of my own comments during the stream.
So yeah. Yep. That was a loss. I thought that was going to happen. You know what, chat? I finally got something wrong in this entire Rekieta saga. I finally got something wrong. Happens. It happens sometimes. I hope Aaron gets on an episode of 60 Days In.
Very base, Sean. Will Kayla Rekieta get conjugal visits? Which one are you talking about? Nick or Kayla? The answer is yes to both.
That would be hilarious. So yeah, you were so wrong. I know. I got wrong. Eventually it's going to happen. Eventually it happens. Even Ted Williams struck out. Even Ted Williams would strike. Ted Williams at his greatest is batting like 452. That means you're striking out over like nearly 60% of the time. It's like 55% of the time. He was not getting a hit. So it happens. Is the jail time because of a plea deal or did you go to court and lose? No, it's because of apparently Gino breaking the rules means Aaron broke the rules. I don't know.
Like, this kind of makes sense. I will say that. Like, if we're going to be unbiased for just a moment, and of course that is impossible, but if you are not allowed to talk about Kayla online on your podcast or anything, and then you host a Steel Toe morning show and you have Gino and Keanu shitting on Kayla for like an hour or 2 hours or whatever it is. Yeah, on your main show, I can understand that. I can see how that could be portrayed in the court. Now, I still think it's kind of bullshit because it's the actions of another person. And to be fair, the restraining order was unconstitutional, but it doesn't matter that it was unconstitutional because Aaron agreed to it, which was pretty fucking stupid of Todd Peterson to recommend that, which is why he probably should have fired him. Now, the offline show where he specifically asked Gino not to talk about things that would like get him in shit with the court, I'm glad the court didn't accept that as a violation. But I can understand the argument, even though I think it's kind of bullshit anyway, for having it on his main channel. Then again, I mean, it is what it is. It's Minnesota.
I don't know. I think the judge was just sick of Aaron and just said fuck it and gave him some time too on top of it. Like, that's one of the problems. If the judge is pissed off at you, there's a whole lot you could do. And it sounds like Aaron already kind of pissed in that pool. So just wait till Aaron's HRO holds up. You're going to be wrong like your hatred of Ham. Well,
do you think the HRO is going to hold up? There's no fucking way. There's no fucking. If you think the toe is going to get away with the HRO, press 1. If you think he's going to not get away with it, it's going to be an L for the toe, press 2. I mean, the funny thing is the HRO is very funny by Aaron because every day it's in effect, Nick has a chance to violate it, which would be very bad for his probation. But realistically, it shouldn't hold up. I can kind of understand the one against Melton more because Melton's entire career is talking about him. And he's made like weird comments about his daughter and shit. So I can see that one with Melton. But with Nick, it doesn't make as much sense. I will say that it's a very funny move by Aaron, though. And, like I said, everything's fair in love and war, apparently. And apparently law as well. So you may as well go for it.
like I said, if that happens, fine. I still don't think that's going to happen. I still think he's going to lose. I think, it's going to be really bad. It's going to look really bad for Nick. It's going to look really bad for Melton. But at the end of the day, I think the judge is still going to say, nah, what are you doing it? The dabble figs will be pissing and shitting themselves. I'm sure they are. Hey, they get their win. They get to embrace that win. The steel toe man was held accountable. Clippy Man Cummins says, how did Nick dodge a single day in jail, but Aaron is getting 8 days? What are you going for?
It's not right. It's not fucking right. Isn't it, chat? It's not right.
Different judges. You get different judges. It happens. I still don't think Nick deserved a day in jail. I know that, I remember everybody freaking out about that.
Sean, boo. Nah, I mean, to be fair, they did take their deals. Now, the funniest alternative is obviously everybody going to jail, but this is the thing, is Sean is despite his bias, he has very good takes.
He wasn't going to go to jail. He didn't deserve a day in jail. Do I think Aaron deserved any days in jail at this point? No, but
I mean, Nick deserves jail time for being a cuck, but that's not a crime in America, unfortunately. And Aaron deserves to go to jail for trusting Gino, but that's also not a crime, but he's still paying for it.
That's why I'm not a judge. What's worse, 8 days in jail or 5 years on probation? I mean, he's still on probation afterwards. So being on probation, it doesn't, probation's a bitch.
That's a good end.
Everything you do is watched and monitored, and you have all these rules to follow. There's a lot of times I've had clients where...
To be fair, if being on probation is everything is watched and monitored and reported, then Aaron's been on probation for the last 3 years of his life because every fucking thing he does is being cataloged.
All right, there you go, guys. You want to see the dog Bonbon? There you go.
All right.
She's
very cute, Sean.
So there you go. This is the dog we're looking for. This is the dog we're watching. It's Bonbon to Papillon. Say something. Speak like Jeff Garpy. She goes, Vivi. I agree. You mashed the potato.
JF doesn't speak that fast.
If Aaron's
JF is more like, we go to the public space and then we mash the potato. The revolutionary phenotype. I am beginning the insemination on my new potato. That's how JF speaks.
Time was done after that. Yeah, the 8 days sounds like a great deal, but he's still in probation and there's 365 days hanging or 4 days hanging over his head. So it's not really, probation's a bitch. You have to follow all kinds of rules and all kinds of shit. It's going to suck. Probation's not fun. Nico says, also don't accept unconstitutional bail conditions. I mean, were they really that unconstitutional? I know everybody's sitting here acting like that. Don't fucking talk about the victim is kind of like a normal one, especially in these types of situations. Don't be harassing or fucking with the victim. That's I don't think you're going to find any court that's going to overturn that, even in the interim.
But this is dangerously reasonable by Sean. because I just want people to be able to shit on people on the internet for free and with no recourse. But like, yeah, if you have a restraining order or you have a court case, like Aaron realistically should have shut up and maybe just not done the toe show for a month. That's all it would have cost. Like, how much could he actually have lost? Like a couple $1,000s? Probably worth it, right? For the amount of free time he's going to lose. And also just, to get the L over the haters.
As much as people want to shit on Todd Peterson, those are normal conditions. Most people are smart enough not to fuck around with them. How hard is it to get a criminal restraining order generally? Well, it's not a restraining order. It's just a no contact order. Like, if you have a crime and there's a victim, one of the conditions is leave the fucking victim alone. Don't contact him. Don't go near him. When it becomes cases like this where there's harassment issues involved, it's leave them the fuck alone. Their name does not leave your mouth. That's a very common thing. Leave them the fuck alone. It's very obvious.
Yeah, I mean that's like stage 2 for Nick. He's got to get my wife's name out your goddamn mouth. The first stage, of course, was getting his cock out of his wife's mouth, but he succeeded in that eventually.
Yep, Steel Toe Commissary Show chat. That's right. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, JPay, Securus. Can we get to 25 honey buns, chat, or 7 Keefy coffees? Just 7 Keefy coffees today, chat. That's our goal.
What the fuck is Sean talking about? I don't know why, but you want to buy some coffee? Go to thedragonstreasure.com and use code for 10% off. It's I'm going to sneak in a sponsorship there.
Aaron's got to pay rent to the Somalis when he goes back in. Anyways, Bon, I'm going to set you down, okay? What do you... thank you. All right, I'm going to set you down. No more barking.
All right,
Hold
Sean.
on, calm down.
You've got a very cute dog.
Bruh,
Okay.
bruh,
We get it. We get it, Sean.
I need you to calm down. Okay? Can you calm down? Thank you. Jeez. Can you explain what happened to Aaron in court? No one's covered it, I think. Well, people have covered it. So Aaron had his sentencing today, and apparently, Nick and Kayla come in, and they both, it's been the worst thing ever. I mean, don't know how much more worse it could be than, your house getting raided, tons of coke getting discovered, your kids being taken out of the house, and being made as a complete laughing fucking stock. But hey, I guess you know what? It's all perspective. So Aaron got like 15 days total in jail. He's still on probation. There's like 360 some days hanging over his head.
This is such a rude comment. You fucking cunt. That's so rude. Okay, come on now.
And he's got to serve those 15 days starting on the midpoint of this month, which is normal having a report date.
Oh my gosh.
And then from there,
Chat's
he's
too
got to
funny
serve it on the weekends. And it's not like he's doing every weekend. He's doing like every other weekend. And even then with every other weekend, it's like only 4 weekends total based on the way they...
So this is ridiculous. Like, I mean, I don't think that Aaron should have got this penalty in the first place, but if he can do 4 weekends every second weekend, so in 8 weeks he'll be done. And it's like every second weekend you could be hungover anyway, right? Like you're going to lose a weekend every so often just because you have too much fun at Stoney's getting the $2 cans or whatever. So this is like such a nothing thing. It's basically a sleepover in the courthouse. You have lunch, you have your like big breakfast, you have your big English breakfast at Stoney's, and you go into the courtroom, you have a couple of pints or whatever, and you're like, yeah, I'm here. I'm going to sleep off my hangover. Wake me up tomorrow. And that's the 2 days. This is bullshit. Like, if you're going to send him to prison for 15 days, make it 15 days in a row. And now I don't think he deserves 15 days in a row, but like, can we at least agree that if you get 15 days, it should be a 15-day slab? Like, he's not even going to miss his fucking goals because like he's going to do his show. And then on the weekend, he just does. He's got an excuse to avoid the kids, right? Oh my goodness.
do jailing up in Minnesota. So Aaron's kind of getting off. He's not like, it's still an L, but
this is a bullshit. Like, it's just like, sorry. Oh, side piece. You're on your period. Oh, sorry. Got to go to jail this weekend. Like, you know what I mean? Oh my goodness. parent-teacher interviews. Oh, what? You got the big game? You got to go see the fucking Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, like big weekend display. Oh no, I got to go to jail. Fuck me. Like, we should be so lucky. We should all be so fucking lucky to get like 4 weekends off. Like, you can't buy a weekend alone when you get older. You know what I mean?
He's still buried 15. So that's roughly what's happening.
Oh, I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this this animation in a while. It's a total balldo victory.
Total balldo victory.
I mean, this is a win. This is a win for Nick. Let's not pretend it's something different. There you go. That's the toe segment. It went longer than I expected, but I was having too much fun because it is the 1st of October. My favorite month of the year, the best month. I hope you're having a great October. It feels like, for me, October is the beginning of the year. I can't show you just yet, chat. Okay, I can't show you just yet, but like next week, I've got the premium onsen packages happening. I have the nicest place. If you're a member of the Discord, I will show you, but you got to be a member of the Discord or a member of the channel to see that. But I've got some great stuff planned for this month. I am very excited. But that is the toe segment. Now we're moving into, we probably won't have time to do this. I wanted to watch this video, which is Idiot Influencers, Anisa Joma, but this is 2 hours long. I don't think we're going to get through this tonight. But something dropped today, and that is The Legend of Ethan Klein by Amon Animations. And this is actually some crazy Skitzo shit. So I thought we might take a look, okay? So this is only 15 minutes, but it is actually very direct. Like, it starts off normal, but then it gets really, really crazy. So I guess we'll watch it on regular speed. We'll see how it goes. Is it on regular speed? It's on 4K. 4K is a little bit too high. Let's put it to 1080p.
Yes, we are being sued for copyright
So this is The Legend of Ethan Klein.
infringement.
This gets really uncanny valley. Like, for example, I'll just show you. Like, if you're like a spread,
Ethan's all this.
like, this is some creepypasta shit. I don't know. We're gonna find out. This is what people really believe about Ethan Klein, apparently.
Yes, we are being sued for copyright infringement. And it's been hanging over our lives like a cloud these past months.
Yeah.
We are being sued by Bold Guy, aka Matt Haas Zone. We did our thing and we made a reaction video about him on our second channel, Ethan.
So this, for context, this is the beginning of the H3 saga. They were making very clearly transformative use parodies of, like, I think it was like a fitness video of this guy, Matt Haas, and he sued them for defamation. And this was the beginning of the, what was the thing called? FUPA? I think it was called like the FUPA Fund or something, because it was kind of like a double entendre, where it was like the fat above pubic area, but then it was like for the freedom of information or whatever. So Ethan Klein and Healer, they raised a bunch of money. Like, I think, like, I want to say like $300,000 for this lawsuit. And the irony here is that they're now suing people for copyright infringement. The difference is that their video was very clearly fair use, and they're suing Casey Tron, Denims, and what the fuck is that Jabba the Hutt's name? Frogan, who are very clearly and intentionally and explicitly stealing their content.
Eli. And I think the heart and soul of this is like that he doesn't like that we made fun of him, and so he's suing us.
So you may see that as like a sort of hypocrisy, but it's actually a completely different situation. This is kind of nostalgic though, because like H3 used to be just like funny video guy, and then he became like podcast man, and it's kind of sad.
Wow, Ethan, great move. Keep it up. Proud of you.
All right, this is where it gets creepy.
Oh, hi there. It's me, your old friend, Ethan Klein. It's been a while since we've last spoken. In that time, I've had 3.
Is this Is this a Half-Life reference? This is. I'm getting like G-Man vibes from this. Like Skinny Ethan is kind of creepy, if we're being fair about it.
Kids, all boys. I've lost 100 pounds, and I've pissed off 75% of the internet. Probably a lot of you guys too. I started a show a couple of years ago with my acquaintance, Hassan Piker, the Leftovers podcast, which we made broadly to goof on the antics of the right. And we went on making the show for about 2 years, and everything was good.
It's an anatomically correct Hassan, by the way.
Everyone was having fun. The audience was having fun. No problem. That was until this happened.
From the river to the sea essentially means the state of Israel is going bye-bye.
And over time, I started to learn that my co-host, he really likes terrorists.
I started to wonder if I had any idea who this guy actually is.
And then I had a terrifying vision. Had I been duped? Was Hassan presenting a Trojan horse to my community, where he was just a left-leaning Democrat like myself?
Well, no, Hassan is like a straight-up capitalist. That's the thing you have to understand, is he's just trying to extract as much resources as possible, and he's doing it very effectively. He's very, very good at getting socialists that spend all day either unemployed or working minimum wage jobs while watching his stream to give them his paycheck for the greater good. So, I mean, let's not pretend for a second that's not the case.
And as he said in the previous video, was funneling them into radicalization and turning them against me.
Liberals are some of the easiest to manipulate people on the fucking planet, dude.
I learned how much he hates liberals.
Dude, I hate liberals, dude. I do. I hate them. I hate them so viciously.
Did he secretly despise me this whole time?
I'm sorry, dude. I hate liberals so much.
Did this man sit next to me for 2 years and pretend to be my friend? What else is someone this sociopathic capable of?
Liberals are some of the easiest to manipulate people on the fucking planet.
Was I being manipulated this whole time?
I mean, it's not wrong.
Hello, everybody. This is Ethan Klein, host of the H3 Show. All right, so obviously I'm about to have a really uncomfortable conversation about Hassan. And, you know, I wanted to do
This is
really
getting very
fun
creepy
stuff
very
like
fast.
today, but blame it on the anti-Semites. The openness and brazenness with anti-Semitism.
Look, if you really like this video, check it out on Aman Animations. You know, trying to make this transformative, but it's very engaging. Okay, so definitely check this out. He's got a lot of like this creepy Zoomer shit.
Has left me no choice. I have no choice. But I'm hallucinating, according to Hassan. Well, let's see if I'm hallucinating. The big story breaking right now is that
I love a good squiz. Like schizo boards get my dick hard. I'm going to be honest. Okay.
since October 7th, which has blocked the entire country of Israel from making new accounts. Secretly, silently, no statement.
This is true. Twitch did ban Israel from registering new accounts for about a year.
No explanation. Has blocked an entire fucking country. How does that happen? The word Israel is considered a invalid word when you're trying to make an account. Usually from Israel.
You know what?
But hold on. Before you answer.
Yeah.
But why does then both Palestine and Hamas are acceptable? This guy's name is I Love Hamas 123, that word. Yeah. Well, apparently that's dope.
I mean, this is all real dialogue. That's the thing that makes it so funny.
In Hassan, it's by Hassan, and in his community, I Love Hamas 123 is just another member of his community. I'm being real. It's just way too many coincidences.
Just a funny coincidence, eh, chat? Is that what's happening?
Hassan is on the homepage of that website every time I go there.
He's the most viewed live streamer live right now.
Yeah, because they keep putting him at the top fucking page every day.
Yeah,
I love this photo of Dan Clancy that's on the thing here as well.
And no, but there's no. What's crazy?
So, like right here, this is Dan Clancy. He's the CEO of Twitch, and he's had not one but two instances where he tried to show his subscribed Twitch feed, and it's always titty streamers. Like he's literally a gooner in charge, and he's just like raking in the cash from Amazon, and it's so funny. And I would love to see Twitch actually die one day because of this guy's incompetence, or at least hold his feet to the flames. But it's never gonna fucking happen. He actually said his like favorite Twitch streamers recently. One was Pokemon, of course. But he's an absolute gooner in chief.
There's nobody on the entire platform to call him out. Nobody. They've all been banned. They've all been banned. Nobody. There is not a single dissenting voice with his fucking straight up radical, anti-American, anti-Semitic, fucking pro-China, pro-Russia, pro-terrorism takes.
Why would you be pro-China? Like, of all the countries to shill, why be pro-China? Okay, because I'll be honest, if Israel had a really good deal for me, I'd probably be very much approving of the promised land, right? But like, I would never shill China because I can be bored. That's real. That's like the reality here. Okay, I mean, it'd be expensive. It'd be expensive, but if they got the money from the American taxpayer dollars, I mean, I'd be open to it. Pro Panda Express, nah. I think I'd be able to resist, like, even like you know how they get like the Chinese spy women, where it's like the big titty Chinese woman is the last thing you see when you're like a government official or something. I don't even think I'd fall for that.
This is fringe, psychotic shit that is not normal, and it is the only acceptable voice on Twitch. Explain that to me. How is there not one dissenting voice on that entire platform?
Snails are kind of doing the thing that people meme about, like Doc.
You can't afford it. Not for all the fucking sheep in New Zealand. Reminds me of a joke that I heard the other day, actually. Okay. Reminds me of a joke. I'm kind of pretty tipsy from this prison mead, or like whatever. But it reminds me of everything. So I'll try and tell you to the best of my ability. Okay. So a man walking through the countryside in Scotland. Okay. I sound drunk already. Good. A man's walking through the countryside in Scotland. Well, let's change this. Okay. Let's make it New Zealand. Okay. A man's walking through the countryside in New Zealand, and he comes across a farmer. He says to the farmer, "Let me talk to your horse. Let me talk to your horse." The farmer says, "What? You can't talk to a horse." The man goes to the horse and he says, "How's the farmer treating you?" The horse says, "Yeah, pretty good. He's very, very fair. I mean, he keeps me clean. He feeds me. He lets me sleep in the barn. He's pretty good overall. Yeah." And it's like, okay. The man goes to the farmer again and he says, "Let me talk to your cow. Let me talk to your cow." The farmer says, "You can't talk to a cow. You can't talk to a cow. Cows can't talk." The man says to the cow, "How does the farmer treat you?" The cow says, "Very nice, actually. You know, he keeps me fed, keeps me clean. He's very gentle when he milks. Couldn't complain. The man says to the farmer, "Let me talk to your sheep." The farmer says, "That sheep is a fucking liar." And anyway, let's continue.
Penises, basically.
I don't know what that means.
Docking, when two guys get together and like.
Wait, did we miss something? Let's go back.
Snails are kind of doing the thing that people meme about, like docking penises, basically.
I don't know what that means.
What?
Docking, when two guys get together and like one has a circumcised penis and the other one doesn't, and then the non-circumcised penis you like put into the circumcised penis, basically.
Is this true? I thought that docking was just any penises, but I don't know.
Like you unfold the uncircumcised part of the penis, like the tip, and then you put the circumcised penis in it like this. Like,
but couldn't you dock two uncircumcised penises? But this would not work with two circumcised penises, correctly? Yeah.
Spaceship docking.
And they just touch? It's not
Yeah.
like...
It's kind of like that.
Is that sexual or is that just a joke?
I don't know.
I don't think that it's like that at all.
This is Nazi shit. S-tier race? Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, this is a very funny clip, I will say. It's taken out of context, but it's very funny.
And they're trying to run defense. Hassan and all these fucking people are running defense for this shit. I have spent every waking moment on this project.
Except for when you take care of your kids, right?
I don't think Hassan knows what's coming. I feel it might be one of the best takedown videos of all time. It's coming together, but I've never been faced with such a daunting task. I find my
That's tiny. We gotta go back.
myself together, but I've never been faced.
I wasn't prepared for that, but I am prepared for dinner.
With such a daunting task, I find myself overwhelmed with
So
the
good. That's so fucking
quantity
good.
of footage.
Well, why is the sun like fucking these melons? Like, what's going on here?
And I have
10,
tried everything
9,
to avoid
7, 6,
launching this nuclear
5,
bomb.
4.
But Hassan has
3,
continually provoked me
1.
and forced my hand.
I mean, like, I came into this thinking it was just like a shitting on Ethan, but this is actually pretty funny.
Are you going to be watching Ethan's content, Nuke? The answer.
Now, this is actually correct. Like, when Hassan was in Japan, he did dress up in a maid uniform, and I believe he did go to the Capybara Cafe. Although this is not Mount Fuji in the background. This looks more like Mount Ibuki, but this is factually correct.
The answer is, of course not.
The title of the show is Hassan and Goons Are Evil, Cowardly Liars. Now, I, once again, am looking to not, to move on past it. Yeah, I'm just going to get into the Hassan stuff. This is the result of Hassan's activism. Hassan Piker, Hassan.
I love like the drone. Like, there's like this drone music in the background, like that, like omnipresent, like whirring sound. That it makes it sound so creepy. It's very good. Funny Rolex memes here as well.
Hassan, propagandist, lying scumbag, terrorist supporter. Hassan's the type of dude who watches himself in the mirror when he has sex. He probably sets up a mirror and jerks off watching himself.
I want to think about that, man.
Think about it. Hassan dropped new merch today, guys. What a dumb, cringy fucking tryhard. Please, can we just all point and make a circle around him and point and laugh? Can we please just fucking point and laugh at him? And why is this? Why do we allow this? This should be illegal, and nobody cares. Somebody, please.
Like, the reality is that nothing on the internet matters. It's all bullshit, and the points are made up, and everyone just like they has a bit of a lull at the stuff online. They go to their work, they do their real shit, they go to the bar, and they forget about it. It doesn't matter. Like, that's why it's so stupid to get mad at the internet. And that's why internet bullying isn't fucking real. Just turn off your fucking screen and go outside, for God's sake. Like, I know like the political grift is like telling everyone this is the most important thing. And if we don't act now, then you're never gonna save the culture war or something. But it's not true. None of it matters. It's all just entertainment. And just enjoy it. Just fucking enjoy it. It's all bullshit and it doesn't matter. Have a beer and have fun.
It's insanely pathetic.
I'm about to hit Celestial, Nate. Where you at?
Celestial?
Yeah.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
That's what it's called, right? The one after Grandmaster.
All right, where were we? I wanted to say Hassan is the human embodiment of the Che Guevara shirt sold at Hot Topic. He is.
I mean, that's a pretty good statement, though. Like, I would say that Hassan is the human embodiment of the Che Guevara shirt sold at Hot Topic. That makes sense.
That personified.
Were you thinking about that in the bathroom?
I did.
Recommendations for things to do in Phuket, please. You should ask Legal Mindset, ironically, because I've never been to Thailand and he lives there. I couldn't tell you. Maybe go to the beach, drink cheap booze, go scuba diving, see some coral reefs. I know that we look basically the same, but I'm not actually Legal Mindset, okay?
Yeah.
I would love to open the stream, but I think things are too contentious. The hallucinations start to feel a lot more real.
This is getting creepy.
Whoa. It's a little catty and weird, considering I feel like our conflict at this point runs so deep. But I'm gonna pull it up anyway. Fuck it.
Out of context would be to talk to me face to face instead of just watching me on a 30-second delay on your stream.
Wait, that's what wait. How does he know I'm watching already?
Wake up.
Getting too spooky.
Wake up.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake
We got some e-dubs right here.
That is not anti-Semitism. The fact of the matter is this conflation is
Who the fuck is this guy though? I don't know. This is too deep for me.
dangerous for Jews. It is a way of weaponizing anti-Semitism that has enabled Donald Trump to do the shit he's doing, that has enabled the slaughter of thousands upon thousands of children and women and men.
I don't know who fucking Millhouse is.
And for that matter. And this type of conflation, Ethan, is what I find far more irresponsible, frankly.
Apparently it's Sam Cedar.
Stalking when two guys get together and like one has a circumcised penis.
Look at this hourglass figure. Like, this is what vaping does to you, by the way. Like, fucking do some fucking bench presses or something, bro.
And I hope people bear in mind and never forget, as this war rages on, just remember why I'm doing this. Because every one of you motherfuckers that I said I'm coming
These creepy eels these are very spooky, by the way.
for, that I hold responsible, guess what? It's only a matter of time. I can't wait for videos crying, Ethan's suing me, Ethan's stalking me, Ethan's all this. Yup! I'm doing all that! Here's the thing, Anisa and Ian. I just want you to know.
I'm trying to get in the mindset of the person that makes this. It's like, all right, we're gonna have creepy zombie Ethan. We're gonna have like super spooky, wearing like little girl apron uniform Ela, and then we're gonna have like the panning effect. Like, how do you come up with this? Like, is it just like, because I've made some stupid videos in my time, like for sure, but this is so calculated. Can we start over? Yeah, of course we can. We got potentially Sean says, can we make this in FPS? That'd be pretty good. I believe there's already a FPS version of this. It's the IDF simulator with Ethan Klein.
I want you guys to know something. Look at me. This is me. I win, you lose. And you will continue to lose. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm not done. I'll never be done. I will never be done with you. That's how much you've betrayed me and how much I want you to know how much you lose and I win.
This is kind of based. I kind of like to see people go full on psycho mode. Like, for me, it's never this serious. Like, sometimes I get mad at people online and then I just play video games and I completely forget about them. I was playing Hollow Knight today. It's a lot of fun, actually. And not very good at it, but I'm doing my best. But it's just like I just completely forget about all of my problems. It's just, maybe I make some mead, or I play some Hollow Knight, or I play a different video game, play some dinosaur games, and I just don't have time to be mad at people on the internet. So I'm kind of wondering if I'm missing out, because like Ethan is so focused on this, and I think he's righteous for doing so. But like, it's just so time consuming, and I can't care about it. That's just me. I don't have the focus. I feel like people that like absolute psycho, like if you want to go full Lex Luthor mode, you can't be playing video games. That's what I'm saying.
Understand, Anisa? And I'm not even talking to iDubbbz anymore. He's insignificant. He's gone. I want you to understand something.
You just don't have kids. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. Like fighting off these ovulations every cycle, guys. It's rough. It's going to happen soon. Gravitas says with a 2 says Aaron claims the internet isn't real. Now he's in jail. Well, that's not true. He can do jail on weekends.
I am never going to be done. When you see this, you know that this one watch, is probably worth more than your entire worldly possession.
Fucking Jar Jar Binks watch. That's pretty funny.
And that upsets you because you're jealous, you're bitter, you
You lost everything, and you look at me. You see me, because me and Ian were in the same place, right? We came from the same place, and look where I am, and look where you are. You, my friend, are a coward, and I am the fucking legend. It responded to it live
Very
with
spooky.
zero hesitation. Is it illegal to ship shit? And by the way, Anisa reached out. She wants to meet at the Motel 6 now. This guy is. Can we ship him shit? Weinstein, Ryan Kavanaugh. This is a really good experiment. Actually, you know what?
Kind of looks like Harvey Weinstein.
That's what I've been saying, bro.
I don't know. I feel like Fat Ethan was the healthiest by far. Like he was chunky. He had that big fupa, but like he looked like a real person. It's very strange to see the evolution that Ethan's gone through because he went through like fat mode to Ozempic vampire mode, and now he looks like okay now, but he's just like a little bit too skinny. I don't like trust people that are too skinny. I don't trust. You know what I mean?
We made a whole website dedicated to that. Wait, that's what I've been saying, bro. What I want to do is show you guys how I see Israel. Because you don't see that. When you listen to Hassan and you hear all these fucking mega lefties talking about it, like it's some super racist, like crazy, like Jim Crow style of society. Like I can't wait to show you guys how beautiful, how multicultural, how like free it feels for people, or just
You're getting dark.
They're frankly,
like this is unironically like a Hideo Kojima like edit of this video.
There are a lot of Palestinians, right, in the area, and once the Palestinians outnumber the Jews, basically, anything is fair game for the Jews. Anything. They literally put fucking command centers under hospitals. That's not even debated.
Like, you can't tell me this isn't a Hideo Kojima production, okay? The music is fucking perfect for it as well.
900,000 Jews, approximately 700
You're
to
gonna have
900,000.
what's that band? Low Roar's gonna start playing, and I'll keep coming. Where? Like, come on now. This is this is Death Stranding 3 we're watching right now.
Forced to become Zionists, not by choice, but because they were forced out. The vast majority went to it.
This is absolutely a Kojima production now. The way he keeps he keeps full body scanning women to get their feet pics and stuff. It's so funny. This is like a Kojima. This is absolutely Kojima mode.
That fucking Arabs.
Stranding, yeah. It's getting too deep for me. The Legend of Ethan Klein. Was that Hitler behind them? I'm not sure. Was it? No. Oh, I guess it is old. Oh, I guess it is old. I didn't even notice that. It's like old Hitler. Wow, good eye person. It's Netanyahu. I think it's Hitler. He's got the mustache. It's Bibi. I know this is too deep for me, but that's the end of it. Like this makes me want to see like the old Ethan Klein. Like we go to H3H3, Productions, not the podcast. Like the old Vape Nation. Like, do you remember what it used to be like, chat?
Hey, man.
This is what it used to be like on the H3
Hey, what
channel.
up, peeps? It's your boy Ethan from H3H3, the son.
Like this is like he looks so healthy. He looks like a normal dude. This is what it used to be like, chat. The internet used to be like this. But then people figured out that making videos is stupid and just you got to be podcasting because that's all the money is in the podcasting. And they stopped making good content and they just make slop every week.
Finally came out. It's a
This
beautiful,
is 29 million views. Yo, what up, peeps? It's Vape Nation.
nice warm day here in New York City, and I wanted to show you all at home what I'm about. A little peep into the world of EK from H3 Vape Nation.
It's got those fucking like the socks with the sandals. So good. this copyright infringement to watch this? I'm sure it'll be okay, right?
Today, I'm on a mission to rip the fattest vape. So I'm headed down to my favorite smoke shop in New York City to vape up.
This is all it used to take to be on YouTube to be successful. Like, the bar has been risen now. You can't just do this shit anymore.
Welcome to Vape City, home of the fattest cloud rippers in the world. I'm here to kick it up a notch and become one of the best. Let's check it out. Hey, what's going on, man? Heard y'all have vapes here.
Yeah, we do.
Cool, dude. Sick. So I'm looking for like a fat, something I can rip like fat on. Like the fattest rip you've got here.
Hands that come like this kind. Just, you know, build it by yourself.
So we building the perfect vape for the perfect rip.
If you haven't seen like the Corridor Digital, they had like the Vape God. That's a really funny video. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Far out, dude. Vape Nation.
So what flavor do you like?
Something natural like Mountain Dew flavor or like, I don't know, Cheetos or something.
We have this one here. It's organic, it's like
Churros.
Yeah.
Organic churro flavor. Shit, that's I'll take that. That sounds good and natural.
That actually sounds pretty good.
Churros
Churro flavor. Yeah,
all
let's
right.
go.
Now we here at the Vape Nation are all about going green and staying natural. Okay. So when I'm thinking about smoking churros, I'm thinking, you know what I mean? Go green.
Like, this was actually peak comedy like 9 years ago. When you look back at it, like, it seems so easy, right? And this just goes on for like 6 minutes. Just vaping in New York City being cringe. And like, you make millions of views. I mean, congratulations. And now he's like he's at the forefront of political commentary. Because he talked about vaping. What a world. What a fucking world. Chat. Now, I was going to talk about this one. Idiot Influencers, Anisa Joma, which is a 2-hour documentary on Anisa. And apparently there's some Casey Tron boobs in here as well, when she's pretending to play League of Legends. But I don't think we're going to get to it tonight. So I think I'm going to have to bump this until either tomorrow or the next day. So, about unboxings. I mean, yeah, that's what items used to do, right? No, please, no. At some point, I want to watch this video. I want to see her edgelord phase. Oh, it's Vegan Gains. Vegan Gains is like underrated, but not anymore. Like, he sucks now. So, Vegan Gains used to like Vegan Gains. He's a Canadian. And he used to make like these really funny videos where he's like, because I was never a vegan, but I was a citizen, right? And he used to make these videos where he would be like, I just want to crush babies' skulls, believe my, like, he was just like it was like so fucking over the top. And he was such a militant vegan. He was so funny. And I used to be really into Vegan Gains' content because he was just so outrageous. And he would even go up to he would go to fitness conventions. And like, because people like bodybuilders would tell him like, oh, you talk pretty tough online, but you never show up. And he would literally just show up and like lord over them. It's very funny because he's actually very fit too, right? And even the Canadian government tried to arrest him because he was pretending to use like fake guns. So they actually raided his house. But like, he started live streaming, and then like all of his content became shit. Like, he's totally like pussy whipped now. Like he's just like, well, let's just see what going on. Like he's like totally like soy maxed now, so it's not entertaining. He used to be really, really entertaining, and now he's like, he can't even get like 100 live views or whatever. Very unfortunate to see what happened to him. I guess the Canadian government got to him and like they zonked him out with like estrogen or something. But he did get his nuts cut, so that could be part of it too. Then he married his like Norwegian girlfriend or something. I don't know. That's when I kind of got bored of his content. But he used to be really entertaining because it was like, this psycho vegan is out of control, but now he's just like normal. Very unfortunate to see. And so says our eyes. Maybe it could be the case. Like he used to have like these really funny like costumes as well. Like let me bring this up. He used to be really good. Vegan Gains. Like he has all these characters that were really funny. Hey, oh, that's right. He used to do like Natty or Not videos. Like this, the Gina Cooney.
I'm not doing this.
That's a real crazy like thing. This is when he was young. Is there any like a skit in it? Or maybe there's no skit in this video. Let me see. There's got to be some. Like if we go to oldest or something, we might find one of his skits. I mean, he would make fun of like all of the guys, all the fit boys, and he went really hard on fucking Frank Deferno. So he had like he like put effort into his videos. He'd have like costumes and things.
Okay, so before we start these experiments, do any of you have any family members who have been shot or stabbed to death? I just need to know because it will impact the findings of these experiments.
Like you don't see this sort of devotion in YouTube videos anymore. Like nobody puts on an act, you know. There's this showmanship is lacking. It's kind of makes me sad sometimes. So anyway, maybe next time we'll go back to the Anisa thing. That's the Aaron stuff, and that's the Ethan Skitzo stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Probably back tomorrow with some more streams. What about you? What about me? What are you calling me out? What do you want to say? What do you want to say right now? Sammy? Ron Coleman was better. Who knows? What about me? What do you say? What about me? I'm going to go drink more prison hooch, of course. And then I'm going to wake up early and I'm going to go play with my drone. Having fun. Look at this. I got the Mavic 4. It's really good. It's very look at that 7x camera. It's great. Very, very cool. It's heavy. It's like a kilo. Am I playing dinos tonight? Nah, not playing dinos. I might play some more. Might play some more Hollow Knight. But it's 11:40. I might go to bed. So I think we will go to bed. So peace, chat. See ya.
Was this story based? Was this story? Yes.